Now on CoastTV News.
After a bitter primary, an ugly general election race for Milford's House seat.
Contact me instead of playing this up, this whole fight on social media.
And for them to give him advice should be a warning to people.
What voters need to know about this contentious battle for District 36.
90 townhouses in Lewes drawing fierce opposition. What's next for the proposal and what it means for the community.
Dunkin' Donuts could drive into Milton, the latest commercial chain that could set up shop in the growing town.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Campaign funding accusations creating a bitter battle in Milford. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the race to represent the 36th district in Delaware.
During the primary election, we covered the race for that seat that covers Milford, Ellendale, and Lincoln. And some of our viewers will remember this one. It was so close that candidate Patrick Smith called for a recount. That didn't happen, and current Representative Brian Shoup would go on to officially win that primary by just 12 votes. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Milford, and Brandon, the general election in this district is now showing shades of the primary race.
This winner will represent here in Milford and the entire 36th district. This seat has been held by Brian Shoup since 2018. Campaign funding was an issue in the Republican primary, and now it is leaking into the general election. Shoup claims Roni Baltazar Lopez is funded by developers who, quote, exploit residents. Baltazar Lopez is pushing back, and both men shared their views exclusively with Coast TV.
The importance of that is these developers have a history of abusing and threatening our neighbors here at home. So for my opponent to take money from them, they've maxed out to him, and for them to give him advice should be a warning to people.
My response to Representative Shoup is that he needs to have a conversation with the Fannons and the developers that he's accusing. I've had those conversations, and I've made it clear to them that my vote, if I am to be elected, is not to be bought. I am raising solely on their funds, and that's beyond the far truth. And I invite people to look at my campaign finance reports, which are all public.
Early voting in Delaware starts October 25th, and for mail-in voters, all absentee ballots must be received by November 1st. In Milford, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Once again, an open field in Lewes could soon be where people's homes are. A development named Overfall Preserve will go before the Lewes Planning Commission tonight. As Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, people who live nearby, they're concerned.
Open land with a new plan. A proposed housing development named the Overfall Preserve on Savannah Road and Atlantic Drive is going before the Lewes Planning Commission. John Ronald Garner says his family owned the land and he still lives right next door.
I'm not happy about the building going up around Sussex County, and I always said if I had anything to do with this property, it wouldn't be single-family housing, but it didn't work out that way.
Garner instead wishes his family's property was remaining open space.
This property right here next to me is the Overfall Preserve. It's located at 1147 Savannah Road, and according to the city, this would be 90 new townhouses with amenities and site improvements.
As a business owner, the idea of people nearby is enticing to Jonathan Ruiz, but he's still worried about congestion.
If you add townhouses there, you're just going to build up more traffic. Plus, that's a really pretty field you got there.
But Ruiz also says there's a need for certain development.
Definitely need more houses for people that work in this area, because a lot of people that work here don't actually live around here, and it's not really affordable.
The ongoing battle of preservation versus development in Lewes. I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
The Planning Commission is meeting tonight about the possible townhomes at 6:30. This is just the first step in the process.
If approved, this project would be right next to Dutchman's Harvest. That just broke ground, and it's a new affordable housing development. It aims to provide options for the local workforce. Dutchman's Harvest will have 140 units, 98 priced below market rates, 42 units designated for families earning 65% or less of the area median income. Families are expected to move in by early 2025.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what type of housing is needed the most here on the coast.
Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 76% say no more housing. Period. End of story. Just none. Senior housing, townhomes, single family, teeny bit of the vote. Affordable homes does get 18%.
And if you want to take part in this voting in this poll, you can go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. We will have updated results tonight on Coast TV News at 11. Ocean City's town election is going to be held Election Day at the Convention Center. Voters will elect a mayor and 4 council members. Incumbents and challengers are running. Absentee ballot applications, those are due by November 4th. The town is offering free bus service on Election Day to facilitate voter access.
Tonight, Milton's Planning and Zoning Commission will hear plans to bring a Dunkin' Donuts to town. That would be on Broadkill Road near the Backyard and Po' Boys restaurants and one of the newest developments in town, Cypress Grove. Now, opinions on that proposed Dunkin', they simply varied.
Well, they already changed the complexion of Milton here with the McDonald's, which I know a lot of people were opposed to, and we're getting a Wawa, so why not a Dunkin' Donuts?
This is still very early in the process. The Planning Commission meets tonight at 6:30. Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Lewes. Spectacular view of the bay there. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And we're going to keep that vantage point, just kind of show you. We have some cloud cover in place for us, so there's a little bit of moisture in place, but we don't have much in the way of moisture on the ground. That's brought a concern for us. I'll show you that in a moment. We're going to dip down to 50 degrees by 10 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Small craft advisory still in effect for us down towards Chincoteague and throughout the Chesapeake Bay area, so we're still looking at breezy conditions there, and it's breezy in general. But we have dangerously low conditions to the point where we have increased fire weather concerns. Not only that, but special concerns, at least until for 6 o'clock for this evening, with winds gust up to 20 miles per hour and the relative humidity count between 30 and 35%. Let me show you something real quick. Something I don't usually show you, but you see these dew point temperatures? That's a measurement of moisture content in the atmosphere. A very bone dry 32, that's really low. And then look at what we're expecting over the next few days as far as rain is concerned. Little, nada, nothing. Maddie, that's a big concern dealing with fires.
It is, Paul, and as you just mentioned, actually, this applies to that. Delaware is now under a burn ban. That's due to those extremely dry conditions that Paul mentioned causing a fire hazard. The burn ban prohibits bonfires, fires for land cleanings, agricultural burning, and outdoor rubbish fires. There are criminal penalties if anybody breaks this burn ban.
The city of Rehoboth Beach is developing its first strategic plan. People are encouraged to share their views on city services and priorities that will guide future development. The survey is open until November 5th. The city expects to finalize its plan in spring of 2025. The town of Milton has added stop signs to One Bad intersection. The new signs are located on the center of the Atlantic, Chestnut, and Warrington Street area. Previously, the intersection was only a two-way stop with drivers on Chestnut Street going through without stopping. Now the intersection is a four-way stop. One Milton local who lives just a few houses from the corner feels it's going to help prevent a lot of accidents.
We have wanted it for a long time. We often sit on the front porch and we see so many accidents and near misses at that intersection. So many people assume it already is a four-way stop. So they stop, but then they go right in front of the other car.
I've seen the confusion there myself. At the end of June, a four-way stop was put in at the intersection of Harbison Road and Chestnut Street.
All these intersections have a lot of history here in Milton. It's been the works for years. The intersection we just spoke about and other Milton intersections were in a traffic study in 2023. But Town Council was then deadlocked, so they decided to keep the stop signs the same until today, at least there at Chestnut, Atlantic, and Wharton. Milford police have arrested a 22-year-old Bridgeville man for having drugs, and lots of them. Police say they pulled over James Ellie. That's when narcotics canines alerted officials to illegal substances in the car. Police say they found over 29 grams of crack cocaine. Ellie is now facing multiple felony charges.
New information tonight on the passing of former Lewes Mayor Ted Becker. There will be a service and celebration of life on October 26th. We now know the ceremony will be at 11 a.m. at the Lewes Canal Front Park. Becker's burial week will be private. A reminder for the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. We support charities who handpick families in need, and they ensure every child gets a gift to open Christmas morning. Right now, we are looking for those charities. We are accepting applications from those nonprofits, but that's going quick. It ends October 18th.
We're just getting started with the news this evening.
Coming up, a new facility for Spanish-speaking seniors in Georgetown.
And the question now is, well, where's the rain? Will it come back anytime soon? I'll have the answer to that in your full forecast coming up.
First, people stuffing bags to help strangers thousands of miles away. We have that heartwarming story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Now is actually the time to get your house ready for winter weather.
Call All Exteriors and get your loose shingles or siding repaired now.
Bill will send someone as soon as tomorrow to assess your repair and give you a quote on the spot.
Even if you don't have the budget for a whole new roof, making a repair now can prevent more costly damage later.
Get 25% off any roofing or siding repair, plus free financing if you need it.
Call today for a free inspection.
Roofing, siding, gutters, decking, and windows. All Exteriors.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 4.99 APR or lease an SR for $279 a month.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Working hard to send donations to help those in need after Hurricane Helene.
That's what people on Delmarva have done over the past week. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay is in the newsroom. Kevin, volunteers say people have given back so much.
Volunteers today were filling their 4th tractor trailer of donations for hurricane victims.
People near the Treasure Beach campground near Fenwick Island sift through donations. All going to here, places hit hard by Hurricane Helene. Organizer Pam Atkins was touched to see the community step up.
I had a couple from Berlin, Maryland, and it was their anniversary. It was their 40th anniversary, and they decided to pull $1,000 out of their bank account. And they went shopping for baby needs and baby clothes, and that was their gift to each other to do that. And that was really special.
Over the past week, clothes, cleaning supplies, food, and other items were all boxed up and shipped to areas around where Hurricane Helene hit. A local trucking company donated 18-wheelers to help ship all the donations. Kenny Stevens took the time to drive a 16-foot trailer of supplies to a senior living apartment in Asheville, North Carolina, and the drive there took him by surprise.
They had actually screwed right into those trees, the American flag, the North Carolina flag, and another American flag. And basically was making a statement that we're down, but we're not out.
According to Atkins, batteries, headlamps, and caution tape are all some of the supplies still needed, and volunteers are working hard to make that happen.
The whole community actually has stepped up here to really donate a lot to the flood victims. So we all want to work together to help the people that need help right now.
Helping those hit hard far away, right here at home.
If you're interested in helping out, be sure to go to coasttv.com. Back to you.
Well, if you're golfing with your buddy, whether his name is Junior or Big Tiny, understand something. Hey, it's going to be a decent golf day, but it's still going to be kind of cold. So it's going to be fair, breezy, November-like chill. Your full forecast coming up.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
At Ashley, it's not just the Black Friday event. It's the Ashley Stain-Resistant Fabric Where Have You Been All My Life Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Shop VIP picks like this fluffy chaise for just $5.99 Black Friday event in tax-free Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware.
When my husband got sick, he needed full-time care, but I couldn't afford to be there for him.
Workers in Delaware were forced to choose between their paychecks and their families. It was wrong.
Sarah knew we had to fix this, so she met with everyone and listened. Sarah brought Democrats and Republicans together.
Being able to care for a sick child or partner without losing your pay, that's going to help a lot of people.
I'm Sarah McBride. I approve this message because bringing people together is how to get things done.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. That's 10% below MSRP.
Make sure your neighborhood feels like home with landscaping and property services by Herker Property Maintenance. We combine science and art to create and maintain the landscape masterpiece you've always dreamed of. We can handle the largest developments and commercial properties all over and provide a consistent data evaluation to keep your property perfectly maintained. Clean, innovative, fast, reliable, from landscaping to pavement services and everything in between. Take an innovative approach with Herker Property Maintenance.
In Maryland, we live closer to the halls of the Senate than anywhere in America, but often it feels they're on another planet. Because when it comes to what's impacting your life, Washington's nowhere to be found. We can take on corporate price gouging, causing prices to skyrocket, expand access to affordable prescription drugs, keep our neighborhoods safe, and protect your hard-earned retirement. I'm Angela Also Brooks, and I'll be a senator focused on you. That's why I approve this message.
At Ashley, it's not just the Black Friday event. It's the Ashley stain-resistant fabric where have you been all my life Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Shop VIP picks like this fluffy chaise for just $5.99 Black Friday event in tax-free Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware.
Hey homeowners, are you thinking of transforming the exterior of your home? I'm Brendan with CR3 American Exteriors. Our team knows how to turn your vision into reality. Plus, every project is backed by the CR3 Service Guarantee. Right now, enjoy special financing with 0 payments until 2025 and save 20% on any new roof. CR3 is proud to have earned countless 5-star reviews from homeowners all across Delmarva. Visit CR3DMV today or contact us at 410-842-2718 for your free estimate.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
The temperatures have been uncharacteristically low as of late, but fear not, my friend, they are indeed going up by the time we get to next week, really starting this weekend. But our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, beautiful skyline, few clouds in place, 58 degrees. Will drop to 50 by 9 o'clock under partly cloudy skies, staying mild. By the way, our umbrella giveaway winner is Kevin Robinson. We want to congratulate you for that, Kevin. So keep in mind, hey, you can always enter and get that umbrella handy and available for you. All right, now that being the case, let's take a look at what's happening with our temperatures for this time of the year. First of all, what you'll notice is that we only had a high of 61 degrees today, a low of 41. Not necessarily off base for those numbers for this time of the year. 70 and 50 is where we should be. We're in the 50s right now, 57 in Georgetown, for example, and Milton and Millsboro. We still have active and vibrant winds down towards Chincoteague, as well as the Chesapeake Bay area, in light of that 25-mile-per-hour wind gust. So we still have some small craft advisories active there. But generally speaking, we're staying quiet. And what few sprinkles we were concerned about possibly enjoying, and I'm going to say that because we've lacked rain so much lately, that's pittered out pretty quickly. And the winds pushing out of the west-northwest, not helping much. Dangerous fire hazard conditions in place because of the low humidity and these winds still staying active out of the northwest. That's a dry wind. Then Thursday, they turn directly out of the north up to like 30 miles per hour along the beaches. Now, we're talking drier and colder, so that's where we're going to settle for the next few days. So think cold for the rest of this week. 42, for example, the overnight low in Redden, Greenwood, and Seaford, and we're staying that way. And also think bone dry. I mean, take a look at this. For the next 5 days, I'm using my microscope. I can't find a blip of green for the next 5 days in a row. And green is where we want to be on this. Then you take a look at the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, and all this brown is indicating this is normal, this is drier than normal, and that's extreme. So we're between extreme and drier than normal conditions. Take a look at our future cast. You see how the temperatures are dancing here with a few clouds here and there? No green. We need some green. Okay, it's not happening. Then we start warming up. Interesting change of pace, because as I'm showing you all the forecast for, let's say, Ocean City and Fenwick Island, we see the cloud cover Wednesday and Thursday, but lacking on Friday. Why is that? We're going to start warming up. Then there's another trend I want to share with you. Above normal temperatures are going to hit between the 20th and the 24th. The weather is just so wacky. So let's go ahead and make some sense of it. 40 for tonight, staying dry. Cool for tomorrow, gradual warming up into Thursday. Thursday, we're still chilly. But take a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. We go from chilly to really nice to really?
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The NFL trade deadline isn't for another 3 weeks, but two of the biggest moves we'll see happen today with two teams' top receivers on the move. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers are together again at last. The Raiders traded the All-Pro wideout to the Jets for a conditional third-round pick. The former Packer had previously requested a trade, and New York was one of his desired destinations. As for the Jets, the results remain to be seen. Gang Green fell to 2-4 after last night's loss to Buffalo. Speaking of the Bills, Amari Cooper is taking his talents across Lake Erie from the Browns. Buffalo sends Cleveland its third-round pick in exchange for the Browns' sixth-round selection in the deal. The four-time Pro Bowler put up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in his 2 years in Cleveland. Here on the Shore, Sussex Academy hosting Stephen Decatur in field hockey. That game got underway at 5:30. The Seahawks are 8-3 coming into this one, while Decatur comes in at 9-1 and on a 7-game win streak. That battle for Seahawks supremacy can be found on DSN+, and we'll have highlights on the final score tonight at 10:30. Better for sports. Have a great night, everybody.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today, because you deserve the best.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Bath by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
We know Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, owing $59,000 in back taxes.
And she's now getting a deal. No penalties and a 25% reduction in interest.
Now the New York Times reports Alsobrooks lied on official mortgage documents, and Alsobrooks was sued twice for not paying her bills. Thousands in water, sewer, and other expenses. What scandal will they report next? Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
You don't know how much pressure you put on your septic system, but Riddex does. In a 21-month study, scientists proved that Riddex reduces up to 20% of waste buildup every month. Take the pressure off with Riddex.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh! Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
New in Georgetown, an activity center for Spanish-speaking senior citizens is coming to the Cheer Community Center. The grand opening of Cafe Salud took place Tuesday afternoon. The special event kicked off with a speech from the volunteer director and lots of people just welcoming everybody in.
The most excited I am is to see how people are very open to it. Seeing that it's not only the Hispanics that are coming in, we also have some English speaking that are coming in to see what it's about, because Georgetown has a huge population. So I feel like everybody is as excited as I am.
Cafe Salud will be open on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings from 4 to 8 p.m.
So, bienvenidos to everybody, right? Welcome to everybody. So our Hershey's exterior camera, scattered cloud cover 57 degrees, will drop to 50 by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Our umbrella giveaway winner, Kevin, congratulations from Milford. We still have some active winds down towards Chincoteague, but keep that in mind. Call our weather line if you want to keep up with your forecast. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.